Let's talk about how you can find only the easy day trades and so you can make a good amount of money doing the least amount of effort. So when it comes to that, the secret to it is actually setting alarms and literally walking away. In other words, actually going to this minimize button and closing the think or swim screen and not coming back until the chart tells you to. So let's actually talk about that. Overall, no matter when you looked at this day, whether it's basically if you entered hypothetically here, or if you entered hypothetically over here, if you entered hypothetically over here, whoops, over here, or even if you heck entered somehow over here, right? Even on this little spot over here in the middle, you would have been right directionally if it goes up overall. So with that being said, it's just a matter of letting that trend continue and then you making the money only whenever that same thing actually happens. So basically, let's look at it this way. Let's just say you entered the market over here at this point in time. You started to look at the market at about what 10:50 a.m. CST at this point in time. So with my strategy, you basically need to draw, hey, this is the high of the day, essentially. So you need to go ahead and get your little line tool here, draw a line over, right? And then that's on top of these two candles being the green candle here on the 5-minute chart and the red candle here as well. And then you get your rectangle tool and draw that minus 10 cents. So it's going to be 74. And we're going to change this to the color red because this is a major supply zone, essentially. HSV, go to 60. And let me show you the magic of this, basically. So if we're here in the market, right, we realize that, hey, everything's going up. It looks like we just need to buy a call and we can make money to the upside. So the question is, do you just buy a call at any point in time or do you wait for the magic entry, essentially? Realistically, you should just wait for the magic entry, being that you should go above up here, right above in this little spot. Right click on the screen here and click on where it says create an alert. Go ahead and create an alert, change this to last, and then keep this as the at or above. You can change this, if it's below, if it's going down as a put, but keep this at or above, and then click create. And you can see there's now a little alarm basically that says, hey, once the price gets back up to this yellow area here, my alarm will go off and it will signify, hey, you should start looking for option calls because it is going up again, basically. That way you're not staring at the chart, it hits this, you're going to try to say, okay, hey, it's falling, right, it's going to fall down, I'm going to get an option put, et cetera, et cetera. You're not getting stuck in all that junk. You're waiting for it to happen over here. So once you did that, at this point over here, at what is it, 10:55, you set that alarm, you minimize the screen, you walk away, and you'll either get an alarm on your computer itself or your phone. Once that alarm goes off, this is what it's going to basically look like. Let's go back, Thinkorswim. At that point in time, it's going to be over here at about 11:40. So this happened at 10:50. The alarm would have went off at 11:40. And a full hour later, you didn't have to wait through all the crap. You didn't have to stare at the chart for an hour, not blinking with your eyes just in pain. You waited for the trade to come to you, essentially. And once it did that, then you go to the 1-minute chart for SPY specifically. And this is where we were, right? This is where that piece was drawn. Yeah, piece was drawn over here. It kind of went sideways and went above, and look what it did. Literally, went above, came back, boom. Zone candle, reversal, confirmation, a little choppy, and then boom, an entry right there because it's a little bit above that guy. These candles over here, right? So it shows the upper trend. You entered on this spot here, and then it kept going up, right? And of course, realistically, you'll find your take profit, et cetera, et cetera. It's not for this video, but that's how you get a sniper entry. And for me personally, I would have exited. It was a take profit up here. I would have exited in this spot. But hey, if you want to, let's go scroll back up, hold through all this, you can. Sure, that's fine. But I don't want to do that, right? It worked out very well, but I don't want to stay in trades too long. I don't want to be in trades more than 10 minutes max. I mean, if you zoom into this one, right, this is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Think about it, this is 6 minutes. The alarm and me drawing that thing up there was maybe 1 minute. 6 plus 1 is 7 minutes. You trade it for 7 minutes for the entire day and you're done. And now let's just say you somehow missed that one. You said, you know what, I just didn't have time. I was busy with my personal life, etc. This alarm did not exist. That's perfectly fine. Well, same thing, right? This was the high, kind of went around, and then same thing. Okay, well, at a certain point in time, this became the new high, right? If we went over here, this is new high, and it started to fall down. So, okay, great. Let's go ahead and, draw our normal, draw us over, draw our normal kind of little line up here for this is the high of the day, hit 39, and then do our supply zone. This goes to 32. Change this to red, technically, right? And of course, last but not least, we're gonna change. We're gonna actually set the alarm to be above 60, or excuse me, set the alarm to be above this actual supply zone. So that way, let me pull this out further. There we go. So we set it above it, right? And so if we drew this area here, we set an alarm. I'll go ahead and set an alarm right here, last and above, boom. So we had the alarm here, went around, went around, went around, finally got popped over here. So the zone was started at 11:50, almost interestingly enough, about the same time as this one. Finally got tapped over here at 12:55, literally a full hour later, perfectly fine. And we go to the 1 minute chart, and this is over here, right? This is where we have that new alarm at this spot. It went all this, it did the chop down. And look, there actually was a play. I don't like that though, because it's an upward trending day. You want to go with the trend. And check this out. So it went above, went up, came down, didn't, it hit our alarm, it broke through it, didn't come down at the time. Perfectly fine. Look at what happened. Came down, hit the zone, boom, zone, reversal, confirmation, boom, entry, enter the play, went above, and it kept going, right? Really good trade over there. So no matter what, to find a good actual entry, to find a good entry, to find the easy trade is you let the trade come to you by you setting the alarm, drawing the zone based off the direction of where the things are going, setting the alarm above that area, minimizing the screen, and then you come back to potentially do the trade. Once the alarms hit, then you can watch the screen. And then it's just simple trades. So again, if you're not finding these trades to be easy, you're not finding day trading to be easy as a whole at all, it's because the people that are failing, they're doing this. They are letting the market open and they're trying to buy here and they're trying to buy there and then they're trying to buy here and they're like, oh, it dipped down, I can buy the dip, and then it goes up and they make a winning play and they're like, oh, it's going to hit this and fall back down, I can take an option put. You're doing too much, too fast, too crazily. Wait for the trades to come to you. This is an all-up trading day, and I'm telling you, the best entries were mainly the two that I showed you, and nothing more and nothing less.